Welcome to another vlog. As you can see, the ring light is on and really quite bright. I'm about to film like a sit down empties video, which should hopefully be up already, I think, by the time this video then goes up. It's literally so cloudy today, so I had to get the ring light out. Anyway, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe while you're here. I haven't filmed anything for a vlog in about maybe over a week now. It's actually been quite some time since I last filmed anything. I've had a very chilled sort of week where I didn't really vlog anything. I've just been working, and as I've said before, it's probably quite dull for you to watch anything to do with that because I'm literally just typing away on my computer. But I've got a couple of things, I guess, this week going on which I think might be worth filming. Later on, I'm actually going to go and get my hair done and my nails done as well because they're starting to look a bit outgrown. I have an event on Thursday night, and normally I don't really go to events because I'm like quite an introverted person and I would love to just stay at home. But I have to get out there. I have to get out there sometimes, so that's what I'm going to do. And I thought I would just get my hair done for that. And then the rest of the week, I'll just vlog whatever I can really. And then over the weekend, I think I'm going to go and do something with my dad. We might go out and get some food. Don't know what the plan is yet, but I feel like this week would be slightly more vlog worthy. Okay, it's actually a few hours later. I've got my little, what I call my grandma cardigan on, my little knit cardigan. Today I felt like really tired for some reason. I got like an alternating like butter yellow and light blue, which I think is sweet. I like that. I was going to get like a nail art design, but the nail salon was quite busy, so I just went for something that was like slightly more simple. And now that it's later on in the day, I'm gonna go and get my hair washed and blow dried. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna come home and make my dinner. I haven't really filmed very much today, but I thought I would just start today anyway. I'm now back home, hair is done. I love it so much. One of my friends does it for me as well, so it's always nice to like just have a chat while I get my hair done as well. I'm now gonna make my dinner. When I like show myself cooking, I feel like it's not very aesthetic, but that's just kind of the vibe when I'm making food, to be honest. It's not like an aesthetic sort of process for me. It's like I'm just making the food and I'm gonna eat it. Okay, I've sliced up some red pepper. Like I said, not the most aesthetic vibe, but it's fine. I didn't even dice it, I sliced it. I sliced the red pepper. I meant to add red onion, but I don't have any of that, so I'm just gonna use that. And the recipe actually told me to use a pita bread, so I'm gonna use that instead of a wrap. Anyway, I need to use these up. I just keep them in the freezer because, you know, for whenever I need them. And my chicken is in the oven. I'm now just toasting it slightly. I've got everything in it. I've got the red pepper, the cheese, the chicken, a bit of leftover chicken there, and then I'm gonna have it with my little dip. Hi. Hello. It is now the evening, and before I kind of log off for the day, I wanted to actually talk about a couple of books. You may have already seen on my channel that I've been doing regular kind of monthly book videos, which I'm really enjoying. Hopefully you are too. But I thought I'd just talk about a couple of ones that I'm reading at the moment. So the first one I'm reading at the moment is If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies, which I know sounds like super like alarmist. It's basically the case against super intelligent AI. Now, I don't work in AI or anything to do with it, but I thought this would be kind of, you know, interesting to read anyway because I use AI tools like in my day-to-day life. But this is kind of talking about what would happen if we had super intelligent AI and if it could kind of wipe out like the human population. It basically talks about like what would happen if AI had all the power essentially. But it's super interesting actually. And it's talking about why AI wouldn't really need humans. All sorts of like scenarios as well that they talk about. It's basically talking about like possible kind of scenarios of what could happen if super intelligent AI kind of took over. And it's not a super long book either. I think this would be a really good book to read, even if you're not interested in AI or you don't use it or anything like that. I think it's just quite informative anyway. So I'm currently reading that. The next one I'm kind of reading simultaneously because I couldn't really read this one like every single day because it's quite heavy on I guess, scientific information, and I can only read so much of that at a time without kind of switching off. I just realised I'm reading like 2 non-fiction books at the same time, which I don't really do, but they are very different. This one is The Power of Hormones by Dr. Louise Newson, and I guess the clue is in the name. It's all about hormones and how there's a lot of misinformation about them. But yeah, it basically discusses misinformation about hormones, what they really do, all the things they link to, like, and all the things they link with in your body. Like, hormones basically run the show, it kind of seems. I've gotten about like halfway through in that book, and it's really, really, really insightful. I would honestly recommend every single person to read this book. It is targeted more towards women, I would say, but I definitely think men should read this as well, because men should also be educated on women's bodies and, of course, you know, their own bodies too. Like I said, this sort of targets I would say women a bit more. But yeah, it basically discusses everything to do with hormones, everything that it links to in your body as well. So it's not just about like birth control or anything like that. It's about your brain, your heart. It's about everything within your body and how hormones kind of play a part in that, even when we don't realize it half the time. It talks about like natural versus like synthetic hormones as well, and the difference between those. Like, I think it's a really, really valuable book, and I think it could help a lot of people, because I think she's right. Like, there is a lot of misinformation about hormones, and it's changed over the years significantly. But I think the more that we know about our bodies, the better. I haven't finished it yet, but already I've learned so much. I will say it's very heavy on the science, because of course it's about hormones and it's been written by a doctor. So I do think it's like one of those books that can take quite some time to read, at least for me. But yeah, these are the 2 books that I'm reading at the moment. I thought I would share these now whilst I'm reading them, because I think they're both like really, really great books. And yeah, I didn't want to wait until my next book video to talk about them, but you'll see them in a book video at some point too. Good morning, everyone. It is currently 9 a.m. on a Thursday. I've come back from the gym, I went to get my groceries, I've showered, and I'm ready for my day. As I mentioned in the previous clip, I do have an event later on this evening, so I'll just do my work during the day and then kind of get ready to go out a bit later. But first, I'm going to show you and my cats something that I ordered. I basically ordered them like toy mice to play with. Usually when we got them toys in the past, they would never ever use them, and instead they would just use things that we've already got around the house, like playing with the shoelaces on a pair of shoes, like that sort of thing. So there's no point in buying them any toys because they just would not use them. But lately, on 2 occasions now, the cat has brought in a mouse. I'd rather she didn't. So I thought, if I get her some toy mice, maybe she'll play with them. Let's hope she does. I got 3 of them. I've only got 2 cats. They can play with all of them. This is the little toy mouse. It's meant to make a noise as well. Let's see if she wants to play with it. Here comes the other one. I think they're just trying to figure out what it is. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Okay, they do seem interested. They're just a bit hesitant about it. That's fine. I'm just hoping they do end up playing with them. They're both 10 years old now, and I thought the more intellectually stimulated they are, the better. I was considering getting like battery operated ones that would kind of move on their own, but I thought that might be a bit too realistic. I don't want to actually like scare myself. So I just got like little play ones that they can just tap and, you know, chase. And it does make a noise as well. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like super realistic, but you know, something to keep them occupied. I'm gonna make myself some eggs on the side for, I guess, the protein, but I've got like some leftover beetroot hummus that I made, and it's lasted me like a good week, which has been really, really useful. So I'm just gonna like spread that on some toast, and then I'm gonna like top it with some pumpkin seeds. I know that sounds like random, but it's actually quite nice. I've added some smoked salmon onto the side as well, and then my eggs are cooking over there too. I'm gonna have my lunch, and then I will catch up with you again when I'm getting ready a bit later. Okay, I've gotten myself kind of ready pretty much. I've just thrown on like a white t-shirt, little jacket, and my little black skirt. Yeah, I don't think I'll be out for too long because I'm not a night out kind of girly. I'm probably not going to vlog anything when I'm there, just because already it's a bit out of my comfort zone to go to like an event like this anyway. So I feel like adding vlogging to the mix It's just a few too many things to do today. It is 10:40. Who am I to be up at this hour? Like, rare occurrence. The lighting is pretty crappy right now, but it is late and I'm really not turning on that big bright light up there. I'm too tired for that. I know I'm being dramatic. At my young age, why am I acting like being up at 10:30 is a big deal? It's really not. If you watch my channel regularly, you all know I am in bed reading my book. Like, I don't really go out and do things very often, especially in the evening. This lighting is a bit better. I should probably just stand here. I don't know why I get so nervous about going to like events and stuff like that. It's just like, they're just people, you know, like speaking to people. I don't know, it just kind of makes me a bit nervous, but then when I'm there, I'm fine. I think I just kind of build it up in my head. Anyway, I went, it was fine. It wasn't really all that, like the event wasn't really kind of, again, why I built it up to be in my head. I thought it was going to be a bigger deal than it was, and it kind of wasn't. But yeah, it made me realise, like when I went into the city, it made me realise like there I am literally like a hermit's crap. Like, I am such a creature of habit. I don't really go out and do things. If I do things, like I go on holiday and then I do different things, but like I guess domestically, kind of within the UK, even like within London, do I do anything? Not really. And I feel like maybe I should just go out and do things a bit more often. Like maybe just like go out for dinner to a new place, or I don't know, just try different things. Basically, just push myself more outside of my comfort zone, basically. I mean, for me, that is something I do struggle with. For some reason, I'm happy to go on a flight and go to a country that I may have never been to before. But ask me to go out for dinner in the city, I'm like, oh, do I want to do that? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? But yeah, I do think I just need to be open to doing different things a bit more often. Yes, it's nice and all that I love to read a book in bed, but I feel like I should also, you know, do different things as well. Not to be dramatic, but I'm too tired to do my skincare routines. Hi guys, it's actually the following evening. I haven't really vlogged much today. I did a little bit of work earlier, but because it was a Friday, I had a bit more of a half day, which was nice. Obviously, I had a late night last night, but not to be dramatic, but I've been tired all day. Obviously, I'm not really cut out for going to sleep past 10 p.m. it seems, which is kind of ridiculous. And like, I'm not even exaggerating, like I've been tired all day and I got like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Like, I should be fine. I feel like such a grandma sometimes, but you know what? I have an old soul and that's fine. Good morning. I feel like I've been standing here the whole time in this vlog, but hey ho. Another surprise from my cat this morning. Usually she likes to go under the covers in my bed every now and again, and she just wants a cuddle, which is honestly the cutest thing. Like, she is so adorable. Like, when I'll go to sleep, not every night, but sometimes she'll go under the covers. We'll have like a little cuddle, and it's so funny. It's like when I'm about to go to sleep, then she leaves and like sits on her own spot on the bed, so it's like she's tucking me into bed. At least that's my human way of thinking about it. I mean, she is like so cute, but anyway. My mum had warned me before maybe not to let her do that, because she peed in the bed before because she was overexcited, but it never happened with me until this morning. This morning she was clearly in a very excited mood. She went under the covers and I just felt something warm trickling down my leg, and it was my cat weeing on me in the bed. So it was such a lovely start to my Saturday. I just laughed. I was like, really? I am about to go and head out to see my dad. I'm just wearing the same dress I wore like last week or the week before, whenever it was, and I'm gonna pair it with some like knee-high black boots. I've not really worn them in a while, but I thought it would go with this little dress. I am now back home. I need to place you somewhere. I've got the washing rack in my room right now, so that's not very cute, so I'm not going to show that. Okay, let's sit here maybe. Okay, it's a bit far back, but it's fine. I did a little shopping, completely unintentionally. I had no plan to do any shopping, but I did. So as you saw, I went out for some food, which was yummy, and then I went through the shops as well, and I picked up a few things. As you can see by the bag, I did go to TK Maxx, which I never really go into because I feel like it's very hit or miss. This time it was a big hit. I had to go through the rack to find stuff, but I found some good things, so let me quickly show you. Oh, actually, also I did pop into Zara as well. I ended up just getting a few basic t-shirts because you can never have too many t-shirts. I just got this basic like white one, which I'll get a lot of wear out of. And I really liked the shape of it actually. It wasn't just like a boxy tee, it's a bit more kind of fitting, a bit more kind of formal, nice with a pair of trousers or jeans. So got that. Got it in a navy blue as well. So I got two kind of basic tops there. Then from TK Maxx, I got myself another cap, particularly when it's like the 4th day after like not washing my hair, because I do only wash my hair once a week. I've got quite thick, like curly hair naturally, so I'm fine going a week without washing my hair. But when it gets to about the 4th day, that's when I might pop a cap on, especially if I'm going to the gym. I actually got this one, it's from Juicy Couture, and I mean, I don't think I've ever had anything from Juicy Couture, but I just love the colours that they've got on this. Again, this is actually navy. It's also got like a pink kind of stitching as well. I thought that was really cute. Even these two together could work. I'm already planning outfits in my head. Next, I actually got myself a pair of sunglasses. Did I need another pair? Probably not, but I do like to have options. I got these ones. Basically like a tortoise shell, but it's got quite a thin sort of rim. I love the shape of them as well. I just think they're so cool. I think the brand was originally House of Harlow. I feel like I've heard of that brand before. But anyway, saw it in TK Maxx and I loved these. I quite like bigger kind of sunglasses as well that take up half of the face. But yeah, I like these and they were like £10. So I was like, I have to get them. And the last thing I got as well, which I was really surprised by, but I was very happy that I found it. I just realised I've got free t-shirts. I didn't even realise that until now, but I wear t-shirts pretty much every day. I actually got this little black t-shirt, but the brand is Rag & Bone. I didn't know TK Maxx actually had Rag & Bone, and it was in my size, and I was like, this is a really nice quality. Like Rag & Bone is obviously like quite premium, and I was just like, I have to get it. I just have to get it. And I feel like it's going to be a really nice fit as well. It's a bit more loose and a bit more casual, more for like, I guess, day-to-day wear. I mean, I guess everything I bought is more for day-to-day wear. But yeah, those are the things that I purchased. Good morning from me and my little kitty. I feel like I need to like clean the camera or something. I went to the gym this morning and now today I have a really chilled day. I mean, lately, you know what? Let me just talk about something. I feel like the reason why I've also been so tired lately, despite the late nights, they're not late nights. It's almost like I have had like a headache the whole week up here. Like, it just feels like there's just been so much going on in my brain. Like, it's been exhausting up here lately. I've got no idea why. Like, literally this past week I've been, sorry, I keep playing with my hair because it's like, it's actually quite warm. I felt really, really anxious, which is a bit of a shame because when I feel anxious it ruins my entire week. I think that's also possibly why I feel so tired. I can't really blame it on going to bed at 10 p.m. or 10:30. So I do think it's me just being anxious, and it's just like a mix of things really. Like, I have no issue with talking about these things online because I mean, it's just life, isn't it? Like, sometimes you feel like crap, and I feel like I've just been overthinking every single thing in my head, and like when I'd go to sleep my mind would just be going like da, 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 da. And it's just like, I just wish it didn't. Like, I just want to be like peaceful. And the thing is, like, recently, like over the past couple of months, no, the anxiety has been pretty much like not present, and I've not overthought anything. I've been completely fine. But then this week it's come back with a vengeance. For what reason, I don't know. I've not been feeling too great, so hopefully, I mean, tomorrow is Monday, so hopefully my week gets off to a better start. The thing is, with things like this, no one really knows, right? Like, no one knows. I thought I'd share anyway, because I just, you know, that's how I've been feeling. And also the other day I actually journaled for the first time in like a year. Last year I would journal most days and then I got bored of it and I stopped. If something feels like a chore, I will not do it. Like, I will just stop doing it completely. And it started to feel like a chore, so then I just stopped doing it. I was looking back through some of the entries. I actually found it quite helpful to kind of look back at it. So I thought maybe I should try and pick it up again, and not like force myself to do it, because then again, that's just not sustainable. Like I will not be able to keep doing it. I will just get bored again. So I feel like I'll just do it when I feel like it. Also, I feel super dehydrated. I need some water. I'm definitely not drinking enough water either, which is another problem in itself. I also feel like I need a holiday or something, like just to like sit there like on the beach or something and just close my eyes and just like stay there. I do find it difficult to like completely like clock off from things like work wise and whatnot. I just find it hard sometimes to like mentally like switch off. Like even if I want to read my book, for example, I can just like get distracted again because something else comes into my mind. It's like, oh, I need to do that, and then it's just like I was reading peacefully and now I'm out of it again. It's just, anyway, I honestly should just like try meditating or something. I did that in the past and honestly it was really good for me, and I stopped doing it again. Why? Because it felt like a chore. So I need to like find a way to make these things seem not like a chore. But yeah, going to the gym doesn't feel like a chore for me, like at all. I don't know, I just feel like so much better mentally as well. Look at her. I think I'm just going to journal whenever I feel like it helps me. I really need to get back into meditating again, doing some kind of like breath work thing. I've tried that in the past and honestly it's really good for me. Like all of these things are really good for me but do I continue to do them? Not really. So I just need to make them feel like it's not a chore, basically. Also, can we just admire the fact that I got my hair done nearly a week ago now. It's been 5 days and it still looks as good. Like, shout out to my friend Kriya who does my hair for me. I'm actually seeing her later this evening as well for dinner, which will be nice. I feel like I need that, so that's what I'm gonna do later. So as I was saying about the journaling situation, I was basically journaling about social media because I feel like I've got a very complicated relationship with it. I think it's such a great tool. It gives people so many different opportunities. People are able to earn a living from it as well. But also I think it's an incredibly toxic, overwhelming thing. I don't have TikTok because I used to, but then I deleted it. I was like, I've had enough of it now. I don't have TikTok, but I do have Instagram, and I post on Instagram probably like every 3 weeks, maybe once a month, maybe more often if I've got photos that I want to post, but I'm not like consistent with it just because I'm not going to force myself to take photos and then post them. Like if I've got photos that I took that I like, I'll post them. But also when I go on Instagram, I try not to scroll. Like if I want to post something, I'll just post it and then get off the app. Or obviously you can favorite people's accounts. So I favorite like maybe 2 or 3 people's accounts, and not very many, whose content like I always want to kind of see and I'm interested in. So usually it's like recipes because I love my cooking, I love my food. So if I go on Instagram, their stuff will be at the top, because once I kind of get beyond that, then you're basically doom scrolling, which I really don't like to do at all. I think it is so unhealthy for me. Like up here it's just not good. I stay away. Honestly, I do feel better for it. I feel like social media, it can be a vile place, but it also can be really great. Like there's two kind of sides to it. Sometimes I see some of the comments that people leave on like influencers or like even celebrities, like whoever's kind of posts, and it's just like, do you really need to be so nasty to other people? Like, do you actually have to be? No, you don't. No, you don't. These people are hiding behind a screen. It's just like, seriously, like it's sometimes like that just makes me think like, what on earth is the world coming to? Like, why are people doing that? It's unnecessary. Like if you don't like it, just get off the app. I don't get it. I don't get it. Occasionally I'll look at the app, but most of the time I don't spend time on it because it's just, for me, it's just not a good use of my time, and I feel depleted like after just like being on the app for a bit. It's just not great. But like I said before, it's a great tool for people as well. And one day if I got an opportunity to like work with a brand or or something kind of related to that, of course I'd take them up on that opportunity. But again, kind of using social media as a tool rather than using it almost as, I don't know what the word is, but like having it as your life basically. Like I feel like that for me would be quite tricky. I think it's too easy to get caught up in like other people's lives, and I feel like it's just not for me. I'm not a big short form content girly, if you can probably tell. I love YouTube. YouTube is my favorite platform. I love it. I think it's just a nicer space. I feel like with long form content, it feels more like a conversation rather than like just trying to grab your attention for like 20 seconds and then kind of move on to the next thing. Like it just feels a bit more chatty and I guess realistic almost. I love YouTube, don't mind Instagram in small kind of increments, but TikTok and other things, no thank you. I don't really want to rely on social media for that much really, because it's kind of like, what if one day it just disappeared? Then what would we do? Like, you just kind of get on with your life, you know? And obviously there was a time not that long ago where social media did not even exist, you know? So it's just kind of like, I just don't want to be too attached to it. I just, yeah. Like, I just want to, you know, live my life doing whatever I kind of want to do, and just, yeah, post whenever I feel like it, you know, and just kind of do things that way. Wow, I've really gone on a rant there, but I was actually going to say, like, maybe I could film like a video about like social media and kind of my thoughts on it, but I feel like I've just given you that, albeit I did journal quite a bit more about it. I really like wrote like 2 or 3 pages worth about social media. Clearly I have a very strong opinion about it, but if you'd be interested in that, I don't know if anyone would be, to be honest, but if you are, let me know in the comments. I've really rambled on this morning. Clearly I just had to like word vomit everything, is that what you call it? I do actually feel better getting all of that out, so thank you for being my outlet.